Look at this picture. Look at this picture again. I will talk about it. But first of all, listen to the counsel to the federal government on the lawyer representing the federal government on this case of these children for treason, and also what the police PRO Muyiwa have to say about this whole thing.
These boys that we brought to the court today, all of them are adults. Most of them are married men. None of them is a minor. Some of them are university graduates. The small kids you are seeing here, they came with some of their parents to come and greet their loved ones. They are not even the real suspects standing trial in this case. These boys were arrested in Kaduna and Zaria. Imagine the level we find ourselves now. Do you know how much it costs us to be at this level of a democracy in this country? These young boys are trying to destabilize Nigeria using the Russian flags and other countries, calling on the military to remove our president. Is it fair to even remove the state governors that they don't want democracy again? If you don't like democracy, are we forcing you? You go back home and sit. Everybody is enjoying their fundamental rights. Nobody is abusing their rights. Everybody is enjoying free movement, and everything's are moving fine in the country. These boys only for no reason. They started protests, violent protests with the flags, foreign flags, Russian flags. Haba, is that what we want in this country? Don't mind the Defense Council. They will always say something to tarnish the name of Nigerian police. It's not true. In my own case, we filed charge against 43 defendants, and all of them were produced to the court today. All of them are adults. Forget about what they are telling you, that they are small children, this and that. Ask the Defense Council, do they truly know the suspect they're defending?
Those that are not criminally liable under the law, those are the people, they are young ones below the age of 7. Once you are more than 7, you can be charged to court. The only thing is that you need to follow certain procedures to do that. But none of them is less than 7. I think the youngest should be 13. The fact that you are a 13-year-old doesn't mean you cannot be charged to court. So anybody, even the Children and Young Persons Act, they can still charge you to court because you are 13-year-old. You can go to.
Now you have listened. I know what's going on in your mind. What gave these people the audacity to say these things like as if it's nothing? Like these are kids, you get. But let's calm our nerves. They say we Nigerians, we are so very emotional. Yes, it's true, we are very emotional. And the only way we can believe things that, okay, maybe the federal government, they are doing the right thing or the wrong thing, you'll be the one to decide if they are right or wrong. So this is why this lawyer to the federal government said this, and this police PRO, this is the reason. Check up. You are seeing all these things scrolling up, right? So what are they? Before now, in every election, the North are always fond of rigging this election with underage voters. Yes, I said it. I was once an ad hoc staff to INEC in 2015 election in Gwagwalada Area Council, Zuba precisely. Then a child of 11 years came forward with a voter's card. Then 1982, and he gave me the voter's card. The woman behind her said, he's not a child though, he's an adult, he just has small body. I just looked at her, I removed my face, I gave him paper for him to go and cast his votes. Because if you talk, you might be killed. In fact, they have already threatened you there. So it's better to keep short. You understand? So the question is, did I ask her anything to explain? I did not. She was just the one explaining things to me. I did not ask her. So that is what the North do, underage voters. That is the reason why this counsel to the federal government is saying that these kids are adults. So some of those kids arrested, they have voters card. You can see those ones 90 something, 93, 1982. How? So now, if federal government really tackle this case now, which means more people will be going to jail, because the parents of those boys and or the guardian that permits those kids to go for voters card registration and even have an NIN will be arrested and sued to court and will be jailed for that offense. So that is the reason these people sounded crazy, but that is their own evidence, their backup. Federal government get enough evidence. So this is a message to the North. If you think that you can be rigging or should I say boosting your electoral votes with underage voters, thinking that is the right thing to do, there are future consequences. And this is one of the consequences. So now, because federal government can decide to move from treason charges to, I don't know how to put it, a lawyer can help me out. You understand? Aside the treason charges, the question I want to ask pertaining to these treason charges, who were the people who bought those materials or who paid for the materials to sew those Russian flags? Who were the sponsors? Why are the sponsors not also brought to book and just these boys alone that are suffering? They are not. Things like this could be avoided if you stop registering underage voters, because if they move from treason charges, they will move to another one. So avoid this and do the right thing always.